Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your boy, Shot City Trucker, checking back in with y'all. I just want to, comment on something that I don't really see a lot of people out here talking about, but then again, it kind of ties into trucking as well, not just Schneider IC, and that is it worth it? And I guess this is a little bit different than other videos, so it'll kind of be like my take and my spin on it, kind of let you guys in on kind of what's happening with me. Is it worth it? By Schneider not having a walk-away lease, meaning if you lease a truck with Schneider, there is no, you just turn in your keys and walk away. I mean, you can if things don't work out, turn the truck back in, but there are fees associated with that. There's no just, you doing your own thing and just, hey, it didn't work, and, going down the road. But with that being said, is it worth it? It's a commitment. Just like trucking is a lifestyle, it's not just a job or career, it's a lifestyle that you have to really adapt to. The same thing here, in the lease, regardless if it's 1 year, 3 years, or whatever your term of lease is, you need to honor and at least complete your lease, complete that commitment. But it's like I said, it's a commitment within itself. So make sure everything is A-okay at the house, with the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the family, the friends, because you might not get home every weekend. You might not be able to get home every other week. Like I said in previous videos, the load board kind of determines how you get home and when you get home. And the sooner you learn how to tweak and twerk things, you can kind of, find a nice little groove that can get you through the house, by the house, depending on location. It's all location, location, location. But what do you do when you get homesick? What do you do when, that significant other said it was okay and they were comfortable with it, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of your lease, or, towards the end of your lease, or at any point, they change their mind. They need you home more. So, like, this is a sacrifice. Just like trucking itself is a sacrifice. Like, I remember getting out here myself and thinking, okay, well, I wasn't making the money I needed to make to be the provider at the house. Let me jump into trucking and start making all this buku money, and that'll make the family happy. Well, what ended up happening was, once the money came in, now they wanted the time. So I sacrificed my time to make the money, and now I'm making the money, they need the time. So now I have to, try and think of, okay, well, how can I get home more? And when I get home, am I still going to be profitable here in the truck to where I don't go over, not over, if I don't go under and end up, in a hole or something like that. So all these things have to be, and this is every week, every single week. The ball don't stop rolling just because I want to, be up underneath the family or hang out with my friends. As long as the truck note is paid, you have that choice. IC Choice. You can choose to go home. You can choose not to make a lot of money and be at the house. You can choose to stay out here for a couple of weeks and, make really good money. So yeah, the choice is yours. But to anyone who's really considering getting into it, just know that you cannot just turn in the keys and walk away if things don't really work out for you. Please be aware of that. You're going to have to honor your commitment, and you should want to. As a driver, if you start something, come hell or high water, you should finish it. That's your character. That should be, within you as a business owner, and I think that's fair. Maybe don't jump in a lease that's super long, maybe a year. Get out here, see how you like it. If it goes well and you're making money and you're profitable, explore other avenues at that point. Or if it just is something like, man, I can't wait to get up out of here, then hey, at least you tried. You never know until you try. So yes, people, out here make tons of money and do really well, and there's a bunch of people who don't either. But there's also those guys who are right in the middle. That's me. I'm right in the middle. I don't drive too hard. I don't work 2-3 months at a time. I usually, try and get home every other week. So my pay would reflect that, going home every other weekend. So I'm making more than a company driver, but I'm not at my full potential if I really, fine-tune things here on the load board and really got things going. But that's just my choice. But it's a sacrifice. I'm going to try my best to honor my lease. I'm going to, do as much as I can on my family side to get them to understand that, hey, we're in this together, because as big as this truck is, it's kind of small when you're in here week after week after week after day after day. You need to get out the truck. That's just, what it is. So I try to put every amenity in here to where I can make it as comfortable as home, but ain't nothing like home, man. But is it worth it? Schneider IC Choice. It is, but make sure all your affairs in order outside the truck before you hop in the truck, man. That's my 2 cents about it, man. Check me out.